Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Sisterhood of the Traveling Gi. I'm your host, Ashley.
Hey there, and I'm your co-host, Edelia.
We remember her, right?
You all know me by now.
Welcome back, y'all. Today's episode, since it's the new year, we wanted to kind of talk about what our goals are for 2023 in Jiu-Jitsu, our personal journeys. You know, everybody has their own personal goals, obviously.
Definitely. And hopefully in sharing what we want to do, we can inspire you to also follow whatever it is you want to do.
And push yourselves.
Yeah, more than anything, push yourselves for the love of jiu-jitsu. You guys know how that goes, right?
Be brave. Let's get out there. Let's try new things.
Sure. And before we get deep into this, let's remind everyone to follow our Instagram and be a part of the conversation.
Damn, I'm terrible at that.
It's okay. We did a little intros to what we're going to do. And now we're telling everybody to follow our Instagram account.
Okay.
So at Sisterhood of Traveling Gi.
At Dark Nebula BJJ.
And at Edelia22.
All right. Done. Follow. Comment on our videos.
Let us know what you guys are thinking.
Please, for the love of God. Okay.
Yeah. Just give us some interaction, people. That's what we want.
Just a little bit, please. Just give us some love. We just want to love. All right. So, episode 8. Yay. Episode 8, guys.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
I'd say jinx, but then that would be really bad.
I feel you. Oh, yeah. No. Okay.
No, we need to talk.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to give a little brief thing of what I did last year. All I did last year in regards to competition was no-gi competitions, and I did about, I think, 6 or 7 tournaments. I haven't really listed them out yet. I won a few, lost a few.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah. Wasn't as, it didn't go as well as I hoped, obviously. But a lot of those competitions were also very high-level competitions that were forcing me to really put myself out there, go against, like, black belts, brown belts.
People who are definitely more seasoned.
And more seasoned. Not only are they higher level, but they're seasoned. Exactly. So it was quite difficult. Quite a difficult experience, but a good one nonetheless. So, that's pretty much all I did. I also started like teaching more a little bit. I started a morning class at my gym, and my training schedule became more frequent. So that's what I did last year. What about? Well, yeah, last year. We're already on day 1 of this year.
That's it. New year, bro.
What about you?
So I want to say that my first goal for the new year, though, before I go into my life, is that let this be the last time that I mentioned on this podcast that I took 2 years off to mother my children. Okay, I don't want to bring that up again. We know this now. I'm back. I don't want to say I'm back again because I've been here for a minute. So that's my first goal. So where was I last year? Mothering my children.
Well,
mothering my children.
But you were here. When did you start? When did you come back?
I think like in June.
Okay.
Like after my birthday or July.
So like half the year.
Yeah, I think I came back in July. Yeah, but I didn't come back to the level like to the...
What you're committing to now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Not to the extent in which I'm committing to jiu-jitsu now.
So you were doing about 2 times a week?
Correct. I was doing 2 times a week. Now I'm doing a lot more than that because now I'm going to teach you to teach.
Because, guys, apparently I'm terrible at teaching.
She needs my help, guys. She really does.
Apparently I'm terrible. No, I'm kidding.
It's not terrible. Yeah, it's just, it's one thing to be able to do jiu-jitsu and it's another thing to be able to kind of teach it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not experienced in teaching and nobody taught me how to teach jiu-jitsu. I'm just going off of like, my knowledge.
Yeah, whereas for me it was very, very different. I learned jiu-jitsu while I was learning to teach jiu-jitsu at the same time. So, yeah.
So I guess he passed the torch then to you because has he taught anyone else to teach?
I don't think anyone. Well, no, that's not true because now I think the guys who are doing the kids classes.
So maybe
So now he's teaching them
how
to
teach.
Yeah. Although I think like Alexis already kind of knew how to teach. At least Bryant for sure is learning because of what he's picking up from Danny and Alexis for sure.
Got it. Okay. Fine. So yeah, I need someone to teach me. Perfect.
So don't worry, you don't have to do kids classes. I'm here.
Oh God, no! I don't want to do kids classes. Jesus Christ. No, thank you.
That's how you start. Kids, then teens.
So she was doing 2 times a week. I was starting in July. Actually, I started doing about 6 to 7 times a week. The compacted training sessions that we talked about in the other episodes. So I'm pretty much going to keep that up, but I'm actually going to add a little bit of personal training. We started a schedule for our school.
Correct.
That's going to be going live in the next couple of weeks, where we're going to have 2 morning classes that we teach every week. One for co-ed, one for women, and then a women's open mat.
I think we said twice a month?
Twice a month.
Yeah.
So that is already
It's 3.
per week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 to 3.
2 to 3, yeah, because it's only twice a month. So about 2 to 3 additional training sessions that we're adding to
Correct.
our regimen. So that's very important. And we get to work on the stuff that we actually need to, our personal goals of sequences in jiu-jitsu and whatever we need to drill and refine. Because when you're teaching, there's no time for that.
No, so teaching is like one thing, but it doesn't really help you further your advancement.
It helps a little bit in like...
When it comes to committing things to memory.
That's
it.
And maybe even like refining your...
technique itself.
Your mental knowledge with what your body's actually doing, because sometimes you subconsciously do it and you don't realize until somebody's like, it's not working, and you're like, why isn't it working? And you're like, oh, let me do it, and then I do it, and then I'm like, oh, okay, sorry, your knee has to be here. I did this subconsciously, did not realize this is important. So in that sense it's helped me a little bit.
Okay.
Because those are things that I'm not really aware of, but I'm doing them.
So that's what I'm saying when I say commit things to memory.
Or is it memory or is it awareness?
No, it's memory. Because when you're saying it and when you're doing it, you need to remember it. When you're teaching it, you have to mention every single step as you're doing it. So it helps commit the move to memory.
The whole move. All the
details. The whole thing. So you get all the little techniques.
All the details. Okay, so adding more personal training, and we want to maintain those women's classes, whether it's 1 or 2 girls or 6 girls.
No, it doesn't matter. The idea is that we're there, we are refining our skills, not just in teaching, but even in just basic things, which can get kind of like left in like the back burner when you're learning to do all these cool things, like what you're doing now with like the rubber guard. You know what I mean? And maybe that doesn't sound so cool to some people, but
it's actually
pretty cool.
Quite cool. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
And actually, you're starting to see it more on like high level fights and being like winning matches with that. And people were always saying like, "No, you can't win with that. It's a guard thing." Blah blah blah. It's like, really?
Yeah.
I'm literally like breaking your posture to like the floor. Come on. Stop being in denial.
But again, basics are very necessary. When I came back, and remember, this is the last episode that I'm going to talk about coming back. When I came back, I remember I talked to another one of my friends that was out due to a knee injury. And he's also a bigger guy. And he was telling me that when he came back, he was having kind of issues because he felt like he was just using his size. And then what he was telling me, he's like, from what I learned, he goes, I stopped doing all the fancy stuff I was doing when I first came back. He was like, and I was literally just thinking about basics. So that's kind of how he helped me. He's like, forget all that cool guard stuff you did. He's like, at the end of the day, you're like a bigger chick anyway. He's like, forget all that crap. He's like, and just focus on your basics. You're still gonna need the basics. You're gonna find yourself in these complicated ass moves, and you're gonna need to do something super basic to like accomplish something. Yeah, like listen, beautiful things when it comes to jiu-jitsu. Beautiful things when it comes to jiu-jitsu. Yeah, they're visually like really captivating, but at the end of the day, 90% of the time, you're really just doing simple shit to each other. It's quite nice actually. It's very simple. So it was a calculus teacher. I think he was Chinese. I don't know. He did bring up meditation to help me with this situation, but it did not. But he would tell me, because it reminds me of that situation, oh, you don't understand? You have weak math foundation. So I was like, oh, you don't understand basics? You have weak jiu-jitsu foundation. Foundation is important. 100%. I failed that calculus class, by the way. Took it again with somebody else, and I passed. We're trying not to fail at jiu-jitsu, though, okay? Yeah. So you need a solid foundation. My math foundation was weak. I will be honest. I hate math. He understood. He knew. Yeah. He knew the truth. But you're not wrong. The basics. Yeah. So we can definitely work on our complicated stuff, but we should definitely also work on our foundation. Definitely.
So the next thing I want to try to do, last year, like I said, I only did no-gi competition, so I definitely want to go back into the pajamas a little bit, but do both. I don't want to just do gi.
So my goal is to do one afternoon class with the gi a week.
Oh, okay. Mine's Monday evenings.
Yeah, so mine would be Wednesday afternoons.
So, nice. Okay, so we have to commit to that, because I actually didn't even commit my mind to Monday evenings every week. I wasn't even, plan that out.
No, for me, it has to be that. And I'm learning to take my kids with me because I want my kids to grow up.
Being in the environment.
Exactly. I want them to also do this.
Yes.
This
awesome.
is going to be a family situation.
So, you're going to do more gi. Not necessarily competition, but you're going to do training.
Just training more gi, because at the end of the day, that's where it came from. So you have to kind of know. That's basic. Without that, what did we just say about our fundamentals and our basics? Mm-hmm. Can't be weak.
Mm-hmm. Can't be weak. Oh my god. Yeah, so when I wore the gi the other day, I thought I was going to be miserable, but I was actually having fun, just grabbing people's collars and strangling them with their collars.
So to anyone listening right now, please go to our Instagram page and tell me where I can get gi pants in person, so that I don't have to order them online and risk getting the wrong size. All my gi tops, I can still get away with wearing, but not one of my pants. I need to get pants.
Yeah, how come there are no a karate store?
Maybe
a mixed martial arts store.
Okay, well I'll look it up, I guess. But if you guys know, please tell me. Please.
There's one by the fair.
That's what I think Gio said, but I don't know if it's open or not.
Yeah, it might have closed. I don't know.
That's why. Pandemic. So if anybody knows,
pandemic.
Please let me know, so I don't have to order them on Amazon.
Please.
Thanks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna do IBJJF competitions, which are very popular. A lot of rankings involved there. There's gonna be ADCC opens supposedly on a monthly basis, which is no gi specific, with a different rule set. IBJJF has gi and no gi, but a different rule set. So that's definitely, I want to try to compete once a month. And then I also want to do a lot more local tournaments, not so many high level tournaments.
Okay.
Really refine my stuff before taking it to the big leagues.
Yeah, no, even just
I just wanted to get a taste. I had to throw myself out there so I wasn't scared. I was scared.
So I think it's more competing in these lower levels to really sharpen your skills competition-wise. Because one thing is what you can do when you're placed in the gym and you're comfortable and you know the people, or even open mats where you're comfortable with the people, than it is to compete against somebody. Mm-hmm. Your mental state kind of switches to a different gear.
Even the small tournaments versus the a normal tournament with 10 mats versus a stage. Mm-hmm. I perform better on a stage.
Oh, really?
The big gym and so many mats and so many people yelling and I don't know, it just actually stresses me out more.
So then I think smaller competitions will be good for you in that
But
aspect.
I do need to do IBJJF, and that's that.
Well, no.
And ADCC too.
And I'm not telling you not to do those. Do those as well, but
For sure do the little ones.
Yeah, just...
The stage ones, yeah.
Yeah, just put your hand in there. Not even just the stage ones, the smaller competitions in general, Jiu-Jitsu competitions in general. I can't think of one off the top of my head
the
right
really
now.
tiny ones that are not very popular, you mean?
Correct.
Oh.
Well, no, not the ones that are... I'm talking new breed. Is that
Oh, yeah, that was
like stuff like that, smaller tournaments and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that one. Yeah,
exactly. Just again to sharpen that skill.
Oh yeah, guys, there's monthly new breeds. Also, exactly. That's another tournament. So it's new breeds, IBJJF, ADCC. Mm-hmm. That's 3 companies that you can look up that will be pretty frequent.
Yeah.
In different locations. ADCC trials, if anyone's interested out there listening, is the North American trials are in October of 2023. So you have 10 months to train for that.
You got this.
You got this.
I'm gonna cheer for you.
Yeah. And then the actual main event, if you make the trials and you medal there, you can compete in 2024 in Vegas probably. They're probably going to do it in Vegas again because that was fun.
I hope so.
Yeah, because that was fun. I'll go back to Vegas. I love Vegas. It's fun. So IBJJF, those the high level ones at IBJJF, not the regular opens that are worth more for your ranking, are worlds and pans. That's also another goal of mine. I want to be ranked in somewhere.
Which I think is definitely an attainable goal for you.
Yeah. Where? Who knows? But it's definitely attainable. Somewhere. So I'm excited for that. Definitely the weight training, weightlifting, and getting back on my diet because I've been off of that for about 3 weeks now.
You enjoyed the holidays like most people. Congratulations. Very good
holidays.
for you.
They always get me, man. Every time.
They get everyone.
Every time I'm like, I'm going to be good through the holidays. That's it. I'm not going to gain 10 pounds. Every holiday season, I gain 10 pounds. Guess what, guys? I gained 10 pounds.
I mean, it's the holidays, girl. It's the holidays. You got this. You lose weight super fast.
Because I throw the kitchen sink.
Whatever, you still do it. Even when I throw the kitchen sink, I don't fucking lose weight like that. Sorry, I cursed.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I'm just like... But the weightlifting because the absolute divisions.
Yeah, you need to build some muscle for that.
And I need to go against bigger people.
Don't worry, I'm gonna start smothering you more.
Yeah.
I gotta do it now while the weight's still on me.
Well, no, because if you put muscle weight, it's still gonna be terrible.
I'm not gonna be weight training. I'm gonna be doing like Pilates and like dance
that's right. You said
stuff.
Pilates, yes.
Those are gonna be my workouts outside.
You're
of
gonna
jiu-jitsu.
focus more on cardio right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think it's just cardio because it's like
tense. It's like what do you call that? Because Pilates, you're like holding the tension in the muscle.
Yeah, like that'll be one
Whatever
thing. Then
is.
also dance classes, that'll be my cardio. But it's mostly gonna be like Pilates.
And then jiu-jitsu, the cardio.
And then
the extra training that we do. Okay.
I'm doing that for now.
Yeah, I need to put on some muscle because I don't want to break. I feel fragile when I don't do weights. And I've already hurt my knees before, so... And who knows what, my ankles. I got a long way to go, so I need to, like, preserve my joints.
See, I kind of want to start running again, and that's my issue. I don't want to mess up my knees. I think I might start biking instead. Like cycling?
Yeah. Like at the gym or outside?
No, outside, so biking. Maybe
Once
like
you buy
road
a
biking.
cycle.
We have two, actually.
Like a
We have-
cycle. But like
Oh,
thin
like a
bikes.
Peloton situation?
No, like those thin bikes that go fast.
The road bikes.
It's not a road bike. The ones that the people race in.
Road bikes.
Is that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure it's a road bike. I mean, let me know
Excuse
if I'm
me.
wrong, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a road bike. We have two. We just have to pick them up from Gio's parents' house, and we haven't done that.
Yeah, send me a photo.
Yeah.
But running's really bad on the knees. A lot of people end up like, maybe it's when you're older, but a lot of people do end up having to get like knee surgery because of that.
Yeah. But I was a runner for so flipping long, and I missed the runner's high.
That I do miss, yeah. I used to do marathons and stuff.
Yeah, I missed that.
I wouldn't mind doing an obstacle course again. I mentioned that to the team.
Yeah, I think I would want to do that too, though.
Just for funsies.
Yeah.
funsies.
I can get myself back to running 3 miles. But
Yeah, like a
probably not
5K.
more than that.
Exactly. I don't need to do anything extra. So yeah, the absolute divisions, I'm like terrified of absolute divisions. I don't know why, but I've done them in the past, like a long time ago. But at this level, I haven't tried them. But I see all the black belts doing it and winning, like it's very motivating. Very inspiring seeing them like beat like giant people, it's great. It's great. So I want to be that type of inspiring.
You want to be a giant killer at some point?
Yeah, I want to be.
love it.
I want to be inspiring. I just want to. It's cool because that's the whole thing of jiu-jitsu, that you can beat somebody that's bigger than you. That's the whole point, right? So if we're not doing the absolute divisions, are we even doing jiu-jitsu? I'm kidding.
As a person that doesn't compete at all, I can tell you with a hair flip that yes, you are still doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding. Do you even lift, bro? No. Just that reminds me of that meme. Okay, so at least 3 times I want to do the absolute division, at least. So that means I have to medal to even do the absolute. So
which I don't foresee you having a problem doing.
Yeah, I definitely can win at least 3 gold medals.
For sure.
And I only need a bronze to even
correct.
enter.
That's what I was thinking, but the gold medal thing too.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm aiming for 3 to 5 gold medals. I wrote down 5, but I'm going for 3. No, I said that backwards. I originally wrote down 3.
Right.
And then I extended it to 5 because if I'm trying to compete monthly, 3 seems like a very low number.
Well, yeah, because I mean, even if you're at the halfway point, that's still considered an F if you're doing it.
That's still an F. Thanks.
Unless we're like grading on a curve.
Can I get the curve, please? I'm kidding. No, yeah, but just in case I don't compete every month, yeah, we left it like at 5.
Yeah.
So 5 is decent. That's still an improvement from the couple that I would
Correct.
want, as long as I'm going up, right?
Yeah.
So that's something I really want to do. We talked about endurance. You're doing your cardio training.
Correct.
And
the Pilates situation.
Yeah, the Pilates.
Getting this tight again.
Her stomach, guys. Just in case I wasn't clear.
Yeah, just in case I didn't do it.
I'm going to try to push myself to do 10 rolls, 10 grappling matches, as many times as I can at open mats. Specifically.
I was going to say I'm like on a regular training day.
No, on a regular training day is very difficult. There's too many people. Everybody's hungry for rolls. Very hard. And there's not enough time. Like, we're only rolling for like 30 minutes, so.
Has to be open sometimes an hour, but even like that, I find it difficult to do 3 to 4 matches.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, at least during open mats.
For open mats, I think my goal would be 6. Who knows? Maybe I can do more. I've done more.
You've been doing 5 or 6 already.
Yeah, that's kind of my regular. That's not pushing me.
Gotta bump that up.
Those numbers way up. Okay.
At least 7, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Build that endurance. Did I mention the breath work for my panic attacks?
No,
and
you haven't. You haven't, but you definitely should.
Yeah, our coach mentioned in the last episode that that's how he pretty much dealt a lot with his anxiety. Even though it was not related to jiu-jitsu, but he saw it affecting his jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. This is actually being caused by jiu-jitsu, my anxiety and my claustrophobia. So I definitely need to do a daily practice of just breathing, I guess, and tuning in to just that.
No, it's definitely important. It's definitely important to be able to do that.
I think those are all my goals.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've gotten too specific with what I want to do on here, but that's okay. Like, just the jiu-jitsu stuff that I have planned is more than enough.
Right, it's already more than what you were doing
and
this
again,
past year.
Mother of 2 over here that just started a couple months ago. I'm going to milk
months? It was 6 months ago.
It was 5 months ago.
You said June.
No, July. Because I remember my birthday, I still wasn't training.
5 months ago.
I still wasn't. Like, when we did the first birth, oh my God.
The first birth? When we did the first birth?
When we did the first belt ceremony this year, like, I had just been back for, like, a couple weeks. So, no, it hasn't been that long.
No.
Yeah, I swear to God. I had only been training for a couple weeks, and that was, like, in July.
Oh, the first one. I thought you meant the one that just passed.
No, not the one that just passed. That was already.
Oh,
but
okay.
It hasn't been that long for me. It really hasn't.
It's been enough time for you to stop saying that.
Yeah.
It's been a couple months.
So, okay. But it is just a couple months.
Couple is 2.
Couple is 3, 4, and 5.
No, that's a few.
Okay, so a few. I've been back for a few
couple
months.
is when I'm a couple with somebody, it's 2.
I don't know.
Things
get blurry
in a poem, a coupling is 2 lines. Okay.
All right, fine. So a few months. I've been back for a few months. But not even half the year yet.
Stop it.
Saying.
Stop it.
Okay, no, but hello, I said it. This is the last episode I get to milk that on.
Okay, fine. Last episode. So those are all my goals. I would love to hear what you guys are planning for 2023 in the comments. I will respond to you.
Yeah.
So please, just tell us. Just tell us what you're doing. What are your goals? Maybe it'll inspire other girls to do some, maybe a competition we've never heard of or something.
Yeah.
Like there's a competition, Jiu-Jitsu, which is just females.
Really?
Yes, which they go to South Carolina. They have Florida tournaments that not a lot of people know about.
That actually sounds awesome.
It's under my Dark Nebula. I follow them if you want to look them up. Jiu-Jitsu.
I'm actually going to look that up. So the only people...
Very cute.
The only people,
very cute. I have a rash guard and everything.
Really? The only people who are trying to, like, force me to train, and one person less than the other, is my husband. Not train, sorry, compete.
Oh.
My husband
Not
really,
forcing you? Oh, but
not forcing me, but like...
Oh, he is forcing you.
Not forcing me, just highly suggesting that I start.
Highly suggesting.
Because he thinks it's important to the development of my jiu-jitsu.
So not in the sense to be a champion.
No, not to be a champion. Just to literally put myself out there and like do it. He says that sometimes that helps close gaps faster, and he's not wrong. It does.
We always said that by competing, you get double XP points.
Yeah.
So and you don't know XP, it's experience points.
Yeah. So that's what he's like telling me. So he's kind of been planting that seed.
Do you think is it working? Is the seed planted?
Is
it working?
Right now, the only thing that gives me anxiety is weighing myself, which is the thing that gave me anxiety to begin with competitions.
Well, it's also a motivation to help with the weight loss. Right? At least for
not
me, it is.
No, for me, it's not, because even when I've gotten to my thinnest was 145 pounds, and I look like I weighed a lot less than that.
Okay.
So I have an issue weighing 185 pounds and not feeling like I'm heavy. You know what I mean? Like I'm a big girl. Does that make sense? No. My weight bothers me. I am traumatized.
Okay, but what you're saying...
Like by numbers.
You said... Oh, just because it doesn't feel right? Like, you look at a number and it doesn't match how you feel?
No, I look at the number and I think 185 pounds is ginormous.
Oh, okay. And then when you looked at 145, you thought, I'm still ginormous? Or no?
Yeah, like I still feel like that for a girl, 145 pounds is a high weight.
Okay, but that's a societal standard that men came up with.
Well, I'm traumatized.
That men came up with.
Well, men traumatize me because that legitimately does bother me.
Well, we need to rewire our brains because
we're
trying to follow a standard that men created. Okay? I'm sorry, men, but it's true. So, it's a man's world.
I have to look at the chick jitsu, because if they straight up happen, like if they straight up have like open weight where I don't even have to weigh myself, I can just go in.
Yeah, they have.
Then I would absolutely.
They actually had an open weight bracket, and you could win money.
Then I would absolutely do that.
I should have done it. I didn't do it because I had a competition like a couple weeks later, so I didn't want to get hurt because it was open weight. So I was like, I don't know who's there. I don't know if I'm the biggest. I don't know if somebody else is the biggest. So I was just like, and then the other tournament was just so close. I was like, so I just did my super fight, and that's it.
Yeah, see, that I do, because even...
But then I was like, I could have won that shit. I could have won that. But that's what they all say. It's like, yeah, but you didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But you didn't. You weren't even in it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think I would try it. Something like that. I feel like I would be more comfortable doing something like that.
I feel you. I get stressed about my number, too, but...
No,
I just go quicker into action. That's why I weigh myself, because the less I look at it, the more it gets worse for me. Like, I just get more and more stressed about it, and then it makes me want to get on the scale even less.
Dude, I know that I'm probably one of the only people with the problem that I have when it comes to my weight. I feel like I am. I really do feel like I am.
You're not.
Where just because like I see my number and it's a high number, I immediately freak out, even when I like what I'm looking at in the mirror. Because I didn't get down to 145 because I thought I looked good that slim, okay? Because a lot of things were gone. A lot of things had volunteered as tribute and were just gone, okay? I didn't necessarily think I looked good, but I felt like that was still a super high weight for a girl. And I still felt like one of like the smaller looking in the bracket, because the chicks I was going up against were like tall, muscular chicks.
Okay, so it is a little different than what I'm thinking, because I see the number and I'm like, no, I'm changing brackets. More of that, not, I'm too big for a girl. I actually go more based off how I feel when I'm moving.
Okay.
If I go, I'm like, I feel like really on point at this weight. That's what I go off of.
I don't even think about jiu-jitsu. I'm literally stressed out about the weight I'm trying to make.
That's a tough one to, like, change.
I'm literally traumatized, and I don't think people believe how traumatized I am when it comes to, like, the number on the scale, but I legitimately am.
I'm sure anybody that has ever experienced an eating disorder or body dysmorphia knows exactly what you're feeling.
I literally can't.
I'm sure I have body dysmorphia. I weigh myself daily. That must mean something, right? I don't know. I'm always looking at myself in the mirror.
I mean, that I do. I
examining the shape, you know?
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll test how clothes fit me and stuff like that.
And I used to be heavy, too. So, I think we all girls have it. All women have, like, a hint of it, at least. Some more than others, but definitely everybody has a hint.
I really hope I'm not alone.
But that's because of society. That's because, like, we're shamed constantly. Like, we're either too skinny or we're too fat.
Yeah,
you get me? And then the standards of what they like has changed throughout the centuries. You know, before big was beautiful, then medium was beautiful, then really skinny was beautiful. Now, you know, it's always changing. So it's like, how are we supposed to keep up with that? We can't.
Yeah.
So just let that shit go and just focus on like where you feel good. At what weight do you feel
I
good?
remember, like, literally off the top of my head, it was 185 because I thought I looked good, and I put myself on the scale thinking it was going to read much lower than it did because I was almost no body fat at that point. I still some, but I remember getting on the scale, and then I remember fucking crying my eyes out because it was 185.
185 is not that bad.
I didn't look bad at 185.
I feel like 200 is already like
I looked
pushing.
real good at 185.
I looked real good at 185.
Okay, I did.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
so-
tooting my own horn.
So go for that, and if you're gonna compete, that is very close to the switch between
open weight
and not open weight. It's
open
not
weight.
that far off. So
No, I know, and I think I'm a little bit more comfortable with reaching that number now, but I'm not trying to figure out where I am right now because I know it's not that.
when are you gonna check?
In a couple of months, for sure. In a couple of months, because I'm already seeing a difference in my body.
Again,
yeah, like I'm seeing an actual difference in my body and in the way that clothes are fitting me. Where in a couple of months I'll be comfortable to weigh myself and know where I'm at.
Just keep it up. Consistency is key.
100%.
In that and in jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not get flustered. Let's not get discouraged. Let's keep moving forward. One foot in front of the other. Keep going, guys. And sign up for a competition next year. If you haven't signed up for one, sign up for one just to do it. Not to become world champion or anything, like she said. Just
that's my goal.
Just to get out there.
That's my goal. Just do one.
Just
do one.
Get
See
the
where I'm at.
exposure. Yeah, get the exposure.
And something small.
Whatever preferably small if you've never done one. That's definitely the route.
Or if you're facing anxiety about doing it.
You know, don't choose. Some people actually choose a very high level competition as their first competition.
Mine was it was IBJJF. It was my first one. That was not good.
But like a Pans or Worlds?
Worlds.
Yeah, exactly.
No, not Worlds. No.
Regular.
None. It was just an open.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. An open is fine. But I'm saying, like, don't go and do Worlds or Pans. Like, I've seen people that do that as their first one.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're definitely going to get smashed. Unless you're like a prodigy. Just a heads up.
Yeah.
But definitely just get out there. If you don't have any other goals on your list for jiu-jitsu, try that one.
And typically people who struggled in competitions at lower ranks that continued to do it eventually got good in higher ranks.
Oh, that's me.
Like, that's a thing, too.
I started getting better,
Yeah, like, that's a thing, too.
Still a struggle, though. But yeah, there's improvement.
You could very well be a giant killer in the making.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. I'm a living legend.
I love it.
I'm in live right now, being formed before your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. So, do we have any other last words for our listeners?
Do we want to talk about the next episode that we want to do? No?
I don't know.
I thought we were going to do the one about, like, femininity and stuff like that.
Oh,
like being too feminine or overly
we can
feminine in
talk
the way
about
that
that
it's
too.
perceived.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that'll be our next one, guys. We hope you take a peek into that one too.
Yeah, we hope you guys tune in, and we hope that you guys made it this far. I want to say, if you did, on our IG, direct message us a banana. If you listen to this. Okay, no, not a banana. That's weird. So message us a banana.
Send us a gi.
Send us a gi emoji.
Banana.
Don't send us a banana. I'm sorry. Thanks for tuning in.
And we're tapping out.